All right, you can hear. Why did that change? That's so weird. VOD mix. Okay. Well, that's a little annoying. It's been a moment since I've streamed, so I guess something changed at some point. I'm gonna have to just double check. Hold on. I need to also. Well, I'm gonna go into studio mode, and I could do that without changing the scene here. But I have a feeling when I switch to Unity, it's also not gonna work. So let's just double check to make sure that it's going to work. Main overlay here. Okay, yeah, it's all been switched over. Perfect. Justice Leopard, how are you doing? Thanks for hanging out. I should go let our Discord know that we are live. We're going to work on probably trying to, well, no, we are going to work on full screen mode. It's a little bit of a distraction from maybe some bigger problems, but it is something that needs to get done. And I recognize that I think I removed it a while ago because I just didn't implement full screen mode properly. And I think on smaller screens, it was a problem. But I do need to fix it because it would be nice to have a full screen mode, especially like on like laptops and stuff. I just noticed it when I was play testing with my son that it's a little bit awkward, and I'd rather it take up the whole screen when he's playing. But let's let Discord know that we're live. How's the audio? Is it loud enough? I really like the Disco Elysium soundtrack. Maybe like this. No, it might be too loud. There we go. Pairbender, good to see you. How are you? I like that little, looks like a brain. Emoticon. So I think when you did first Justice Leopard, it should show on the overlay now that you were first. It's a ditto. I don't know what a ditto is. That's a Pokemon. That's cool. How'd you get that? All right, first today is Justice Leopard. And then I thought I had like a check-in streak. But I guess that is gone. Last sub, Pairbender. Last follow, Joseph. Top cheer. Check-in streak. Oh, there is a check-in streak. Okay, Unity Coder has a check-in streak with one stream. I don't know if it works, but you guys have to check in. Let's see if it works. All right, let me boot up Unity. We already have Rider up because I started thinking about this last night. System.runtime.serialization. It's a new Pokemon Minecraft style game. I subbed during the Pokemon Poco Pokopia stream. There's a new Pokemon Minecraft style game. We're gonna try not to get distracted, but that actually sounds kind of cool. Pokemon Minecraft. You're not talking about Cobblemon, are you? I know there's a bunch of streamers that were playing Cobblemon lately, but I never really tuned in to see what it's about. Oh, Pokemon Pokopia. Pokopia. Pokemon Pokopia. Trailer?
In this desolate world, humans and Pokemon have vanished. Oh, a Ditto transformed to look like a human. And a unique-looking Tangrowth. They decided to build a new town. Nestled in the grass is Bulbasaur, a grass-type Pokemon.
Too much talking. Too many text fields.
Pokemon will appear in their preferred habitats. Ditto can learn moves from Pokemon it meets. To do here. Make these requests. And your world will become even livelier.
It does feel like a
Other
show for a
adventures
4-year-old.
await. Will there be other unique encounters?
I mean, I think that, like, the one thing that Nintendo does that Nintendo's really annoying about is they have too much text nowadays. You can't just like jump into a game and play it and like learn like what's happening just by doing. There's always like a million conversation text boxes that you have to have. And like it's usually like pretty childish. Like I don't know what audience is trying to serve, right? Because it's like they're pretty childish dialogue, but kids don't have the patience for it, so they're skipping it. And adults are not going to get anything from it. And so, who's it for? Okay, so we want to put a resolution preference in our save file. I've wanted to do that for a while. It's going to be full screen as the default. Don't need to store because it is a local preference. Yes. Is that the goal for today? I'm playing Donkey Kong and I just skip it? Yeah, I mean, I think that that's what most people do. Unless, like, it's a game that has dialogue that maybe is worthwhile. Like, I'm trying to think of any, maybe Zelda? Right? Oh, my son was. I had my my sister-in-law and her boyfriend were over the other day, and he brought his Switch, and my son was like totally into playing Mario Kart, which means I probably now have to go and buy a Switch, which is not like the worst thing in the world. I'm actually kind of okay with that, but it's a good excuse to go get a Switch. How much are they nowadays? They're pretty expensive, huh? Just $6.99. On sale on Amazon for $6.29, but maybe like with no games. Yeah, only. I was hoping that I could get away with just like emulating old Nintendo games for a while with him. All right, and then we go to game handler. Where's my awake method? After save data, load data. If save data is null, we create a new save data. Oh, right, because we, in the constructor, we're creating that as a default, but otherwise we are loading it and not constructing. Gotcha. So if string dot is null or empty, save. Oh, let's create a new method. Let's create a new method. I'm cool with that. Apply saved resolution. There we go. String resolution preference. What happened? Where did that go? Respref. Save data, get resolution preference. If string is empty or null, let's close that. Resolution native screen current resolution. If it's empty, we are going to set it to full screen. Resolution native screen dot current resolution. Screen set resolution native width, native height, full screen mode, full screen window. Save data, set resolution preference, full screen, return. I think the problem with the original implementation is probably this, where I didn't do native.width, native.height. I think I probably just set full screen mode and it didn't like scale properly. I don't know. We're gonna see, but we're gonna figure it out. Show them the classics. Yeah, I was really thinking of like I have a Steam Deck, right? So I could emulate a bunch of games off of that, and that's what I was kind of thinking. Like I'm pretty sure I could emulate the original Mario Kart is still a banger. It's really hard in comparison, but I feel like I could probably emulate some of the newer Mario Karts as well. Don't come at me, Nintendo. I don't condone emulation. And then case 720, set resolution, set screen resolution, boom, boom, boom. If it's that, boom. If it's full screen, then default, boom. That makes sense. That all makes sense to me. And then we can right here, apply saved resolution. Get resolution preference, and then public string set resolution preference. That's for our buttons. We could try to run this to make sure that it works, although we're not going to be able to see it until I build, but I will try with the build. But there's no errors. That's what I was like, most concerned about. And I'll push this in the demo as well, so that we could at least test it on, I'm going to test it on my laptop. That should be okay. And I'll probably just change the resolution on my laptop to see like how it scales properly. Because I remember someone had a problem with that early on when we released either the demo or the alpha. And I just removed it at the time. I removed full screen. So you said, is that what we're working on today? I think, yeah, that's all we're going to work on today. It just has to get done. Like, I realize that I'm not doing it. And we've got to make it happen. Okay, I'm just going to close a bunch of these classes. Let us also, why don't we just do a quick... do a quick commits right there. Menu button handler. We are going to need a new button. Private. Well, hold on. Let me also, we don't have a save button anymore. So let's remove this. Does that cause any errors? It's not being used anywhere. Then we could do private const string res full screen button equals full screen button. Set resolution. Set resolution. We'll add a new case here. Case full screen button. Button on click. Add listener. Set resolution full screen. Break. That looks good. Why is this a problem? Cannot. Oh, it's a res full screen button. Let's go to the set resolution. We could probably refactor this into a case statement. Else if resolution equals full screen. All right, because one is set button text alpha to okay. That looks good. Default. Let's do that as a to-do. I think I still have to do this. And then we could do resolution. I feel like I write this out a lot. Native screen, current screen resolution. Set the screen resolution. We are going to set text button alpha for that to that. Yeah, all three. We should break. Oops. And then we should say, why is what? Oh no, we don't need to break because we're in else if. And then we could do game handler dot set resolution, preference resolution. You made a whole website for your friend to learn Japanese, but then after the initial high of making the website, now I feel like it could be improved. Yeah, of course. This is everything. This is always the problem. And I think this is the problem that I'm having with this game. It's like everything could be better, and when we keep adding to it. I'm not necessarily. Well, yeah, I'm adding to it. I am going to be adding to it. I over the break, over my holidays, over my vacation, I spent a lot of time thinking about how to weave in the story that I wanted to put into the game, and it's going to mean that I need to add some stuff. Now, it's all built, so it should be pretty easy to add it in, but it is going to cause a bit of what one would call scope creep. Oh, do I actually have it hard coded? Select resolution menu. The existing to-do, select resolution. Okay. Select resolution menu. Inside select resolution menu. I see. Oh, I see. That's good too. Yeah. So I don't need to do this here. Or I could do this here, but I don't need to. What about highlighting the default setting? So that will be in select resolution menu. So deselect all buttons. I need to load a default resolution. I should select one. Right now I'm just defaulting. Okay, let's remove that. We don't need to default. We'll highlight the currently active resolution and select that button. We'll do string saved pref game handler get resolution preference. Refresh resolution button highlights. So that is going to be a new helper method. Private void refresh resolution with the current preference. Don't like the white space here. Why is this an expensive method? String button to select. Saved preference. $1080. Oh, I see what this is doing. That's actually kind of clever. I wouldn't have thought about doing it like that. So string button to select equals saved preference, which is a switch. Statement, which is if it's 1080, we will return resolution 1080 button. If it's full screen, then we will return res full screen button. And if it is, I guess, default, we will return 720. And we'll get button from name, button to select, select. Very cool. Very good commit message. Okay, so I do think that how we've kind of coded this is not exactly how I maybe envisioned it to look. But it's how my game is kind of set up, unfortunately. Settings, menu canvas. Maybe we want to just show this for now. Resolution canvas. We maybe just want to show this. Oh, I don't want to do that. Cancel. Sorry. Just show this. And so how I've kind of coded this is to essentially have a rename full screen button. Let's move this to the top, which was to have this, and then button text would be full screen. And then maybe we would move all these buttons just like down a little bit. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Resolution canvas? No, that's not what I want to do either. But we could do like this. No, that's not what I want to do. Maybe I'll just move this up here. Can I just like... Okay, hold on. Apply that to the prefab. Can I then just move this? Like that? Why is the scale differently? Why is that different? The F? Okay, let me delete that. Let me copy this. Let me rename it. Full screen button. Let me move this up. Very strange. And then we could do that. And then this will have to be, what is resolution save button? Do I just ignore this? We don't have a save button. So I think we ignore. And do I have a... Yeah, here. Setup button, navigation for end screen. Full screen button on, select up. That is going to go to 1920 by 1080. If I select down, that's going to go to 720 button. The 720 button is on select up, that's going to go to full screen button. And down to 1080 button here. 720 button, this is going to loop around to full screen. I don't have a save button. I feel like I could remove that. I will remove that in a minute. Why is the scale different? What? So weird. Full screen 1080, that works. That carried over. That carried over. That carried over. Okay, that's good. Let's just make sure that the buttons are working. So we're going to want to resolution canvas. We will deactivate that. And then we're also going to settings menu canvas. We'll deactivate that. Why is this? Okay. Wrong screen. What part? Sorry, I missed what I was saying. I wasn't looking at chat. It just heads down. Oh, I noticed that this doesn't work anymore. For some reason, my mouse selection doesn't work on this screen. Shit, why is that? It works here. I introduced a bug. Mouse selection does not work on. Mouse selection doesn't work on menu. Main menu. Annoying. Resolution selection. Yeah. I just don't remember. But yeah, okay. Okay, that's not great either. So settings. Oh, demo stays here too. Shit. Why is that? I'll take a screenshot of that. That's another bug that I introduced last minute before going on vacation. Hold on, let me take note of that bug. In demo settings shows demo version. That's Super Bush League. I'll want to fix that ASAP. Okay, mouse selection. I know because there's another, okay, fuck, another issue. Fix one thing, introduce 3 new bugs. Cool. Mouse click on resolution doesn't work. Settings. That seems to work, so that's cool. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to build just to double check that that works. I'm not going to create. I had said I was going to create a demo, but I'm not going to create a demo. I'm not going to build anything. Let's just do a quick build and run. Oh, maybe cancel. Hold on, shit. This will be 14. V0 14.0 demo. All right, I'm going to just build this so that we can test it. Do I have a... There. So it is showing as, it should be 1080. Yeah, because that should be my default. I mean, that seems to work. Cool. I feel good about that. A couple things I don't feel good about is the bugs that I've introduced over time. So that kind of sucks. Wait, hold on. Was there... Okay, yeah. Okay, everything is good here, so let me commit. Resolute, implements full screen resolution. Okay. Good, push up. Awesome. All right, there's an ad that's going to start in about a minute. It's a good reminder if you have a Twitch Prime. I wouldn't mind taking that. It goes a long way for supporting me. God knows Bezos doesn't need it. But regardless, if you have a Twitch Prime, you don't have to spend it on me. I would say just make sure you spend it this month. Like if you have it now, go check. Don't let it waste. Don't let it go to waste. It doesn't roll over. And go subscribe to a small streamer. Go support them. All right, so we can say that we completed that. It feels good. We got a nice done check mark. We're not going to build a demo right now. Because we're going to work on at least this problem. The settings in demo. Settings shows the demo version. I don't like that. Why does it say that it's untitled? That's weird. What's wrong with my overlay? Why does it say that it's untitled? That's weird. In demo getting shows. Okay, now it's like showing up. That's weird. Don't understand that. This song is hardcore. Yeah. All right, can't I fix this really quickly? I think I probably could. Why don't I put this in here? Hey, that works. Huzzah! Thank you for the bit cheer, Unity Coder. Thank you very much. We also fixed that bug. Feels good, man. Okay, but that might be time up for me. I got to get to work. Got a busy week. Lots of hiring to do. Lots of thinking around some new market stuff that I need to work on. But thank you for hanging out with me. I feel pretty... Screen is black. What do you mean screen is black? Shouldn't be black. What was that little ping? Where did that come from? What was I saying? Yes, thank you for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. I do feel like I'm a little bit, I don't know, low energy. It's been a while since we've streamed. Probably just focused. We got something done today, which is nice. Like that feels really, really good. It's just crunch time. So, like I said, like I took a little bit of a break. I left to go on vacation, but now is just it's heads down. I don't know when I said I was going to release the game. I wanted to do it before March 17th for sure, but that's not going to happen. This is just I'm not going to make any excuses for it. It's just that I'm working on it. This is a game that I'm working on when I can work on, and pretty much exclusively been working on it on stream. Although I've been doing some stuff off screen when it comes to like marketing and story writing and stuff like that. But I think the main goal for me on the stream for you guys is to get everything into that Kanban board, and then just say that's it. Like this, once all of this is done, the game is ready. And so that is sort of like the goal off screen right now, off stream right now, is just to put the final plans together to say this is the final scope that we're saying is okay to ship. And so I'll work through that and then pop on stream to show you guys where we're at and what is the final set of stuff that we need to do, which should be a little bit more fun from a viewing standpoint. All that being said, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for always showing up and chatting. I appreciate it. We are going to raid Foolbox today because he's working on Scope Creep, which if you haven't played Scope Creep is effing awesome. I would recommend you go and play the demo. I really, really, really like it. Once again, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'll catch you later. Alrighty, bye now.